We're here to talk about a serious issue.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about how dangerously hot the inside of your car can get on a sunny day. Especially on hot days like this, it can get really dangerous in the back seat, especially for kids and pets.
You know, I've heard before that having your window cracked slightly might actually make the temperatures in the car a little cooler. And does the same apply to the color of the car?
You know, that's what we're going to find out today, Jack. We're going to do a little bit of an experiment to show just how hot the inside of the cars can get.
Take me through what we're going to see.
The experiment we have set up is we have 3 cars. There's a light-colored vehicle with a light interior, a dark-colored vehicle with a dark interior, and then a third car that has the back window cracked. So all 3 of the cars are parked here in our temperature-controlled garage, and that's so we have all the vehicles starting at the exact same baseline temperature. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the cars outside, out into the sun, place thermometers in the back seat where we have a child seat installed. We'll be able to measure the air temperature where a kid would be, and we're gonna set a timer for 30 minutes and see how hot it gets.
Emily, I'm ready to get this demo started.
We have all 3 cars parked out in the sun, and we are going to quickly place these thermometers in the back seats and get the experiment started. Let's go.
There we go. Check.
Let me take a look. Perfect.
Great, so now what's next?
Let's start the timer.
Okay.
While all 3 cars heat up under the sun, Emily and I grab a cool spot in the shade.
Emily, you're a scientist. Give me the scientific explanation on why a car gets so hot inside.
You see these cars, there's a lot of glass, and you see how much sun there is. The sun is being transmitted into the windows, into all that glass, heating up the inside surfaces of the vehicle, and in doing so, it's also heating up the air inside the car. And that air is now trapped, that heat is trapped with no way to escape, and so it just continually rises.
What temperatures could we expect to see on these thermometers?
You know, in such a short period of time, we could expect to see at least a 20-degree increase.
What's the danger zone in terms of temperatures that we're looking for?
The real danger is the risk of heat stroke. And so for children especially, because their bodies heat up 3 to 5 times faster than adults, so that's really why it's so dangerous for them to be in hot vehicles like this. And so for them, that heat stroke is really going to start to set in about 104 degrees. And when their body core temperature gets to 107, there's the risk of death. So unfortunately, this can be really, really dangerous for them.
What can parents do to make sure not to make a mistake like this?
There are a lot of different things that you can do anytime that you're traveling with a child. Take something of theirs and put it in the front seat with you. It can be a sippy cup, it can be a backpack, anything that's just going to serve as a visual reminder at the end of your trip. You can also, even when you're not traveling with children, just to kind of create this habit of doing this every single day, take something of yours and keep it in the back seat. So a lot of times I'll put my laptop bag
Jacket.
or my jacket in the back, and this just kind of gets me into that habit of visiting the rear seat every trip, no matter what.
Children and pets should never be left unattended in a car, even when your car is parked at home.
You always keep the vehicle locked and that you keep keys out of reach of little hands.
Are there any type of technologies in a car that will remind you that you left a child or a pet in the car?
Yeah, there is technology available right now on the market. Some will give you a reminder alert that will pop up at the end of your trip to remind you to check your back seat. Others will remind you by honking the horn at you as you leave the vehicle if you haven't visited the back seat yet. And there are even some newer technologies on the market that use ultrasonic sensing to detect motion in the vehicle. So after you've locked your vehicle, there's a sensor that will detect any motion up to 24 hours. And if it detects motion, it will honk the horn for up to 25 seconds. And it'll continue to do so until you deactivate the alert by opening up a rear door. Well, Jack, it looks like we hit 30 minutes. I'm pretty warm, so let's go see how hot those cars got.
Okay, let's go.
So we're gonna check and see how hot this light exterior, light interior vehicle got. It got up to 95.3 degrees.
Ooh.
And next we have the dark exterior, dark interior vehicle. 101.6.
Okay.
And this window cracked, didn't help that much, 100.4.
So that debunks the myth that having your window cracked will actually cool the temperature inside the car. That's a myth.
Yeah, it really is.
Emily, why are you so passionate about your work?
You know, Jack, I am a mom, I have a son, and I know that this could happen to me. There are cases every year of children and others being affected by heat stroke, and there are simple things that we can do to prevent it. I just want people to be aware of how hot the inside of a car can get and how in no circumstance is it ever safe for you to leave a child or a pet in a vehicle. It doesn't matter what colored car you have, it doesn't matter if you're parked in the shade, it doesn't matter if you've cracked your windows, it doesn't matter if you even think that it just feels cooler outside. It's never a safe environment for a child, for a pet to be left in their vehicles.
Emily, thank you so much for the demonstration, and thank you for helping us keep our family safe.
No problem, Jack. Let's head inside to cool off.